Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Taurus. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your final week of March 2021. And it's for the astrology that we're going to be talking about in this week's installment. By the way, those of you on Patreon, the bonus astrology is going to be up here at the end of Friday night, so stay tuned for that. But the astrology we're talking about in this video is actually a twofer, and that is because as we begin this week, we have Venus and the Sun moved into Aries, where they're going to stay for the next 3 to 4 weeks. 3 weeks for Venus and 4 weeks for the Sun. This is actually your 12th house of your past, your privacy, your hidden zone, and the things you keep out of the public eye, things that maybe are, again, more private, more deeply personal. But when we have the Sun and Venus here, we also have a beautiful attention magnet, opportunity magnet, affection and generosity magnet combination that is actually going to work, that will assist you with actually satisfying some private needs, private dreams, or maybe even things that you have held onto from the past, even an opportunity to recover what you may feel you had left in the past that you didn't necessarily need to. Now, I don't want anyone to think that this is about going up and dredging up, painful issues or things like that. Please don't project that into this. This is about getting an opportunity to have a lot of needs that have actually gone without met, and a lot of dreams that maybe actually got left by the wayside, left out, or maybe even compromised or sacrificed for whatever reason, a chance to have their day with you. Because Venus, the divine ascended feminine, right, generosity, affection, attraction all around, is pulling opportunities back to you, whether they're the exact same situation or it's maybe an evolved version of it, something representing to you in a new form. And the Sun bringing in that attention and vitality, you're getting a chance to actually finally take steps, finally actually experience something that either you wish you could reincorporate into your present day, or that you wish you had at the time you initially didn't, or didn't get a chance to, or lost it. This could be something that people don't know about you. This might actually be something that you've been reluctant to, or nervous to actually try, or to debut, or even go on and do yourself. But with the Sun and Venus here, you are highly encouraged. And you don't have to do it all this week. This is going to be, again, a multi-week experience. As we get on to your cards, you do have the Page of Swords upright for your spiritual themes. All right, what is going on as far as everything, just the main theme of the week. With the Page of Swords upright, it does look like a lot of you are going to be going through a lot of revision processes this week when it comes to revising a lot of your short and long-term plans and short and long-term directions when it comes to all areas, business, love, family, you name it. And with the Page of Swords, a lot of it has to do with getting everything caught up to our present and getting things into a place where we are also going through a bit of updating and upcycling, if you saw the equinox video, right? Upcycling a great deal of things that maybe have been getting a bit old or out of date, things that don't necessarily hold up anymore. Some of us will be actually, yes, updating them. Some of them will be getting replaced so they have their better chance. But with the Page of Swords, you're also doing a lot of corrective work, especially corrective work when it comes to situations that maybe are long overdue for a dramatic shift, a dramatic improvement, kind of cutting away and clearing any kind of interference or any long-standing issues that maybe have just not been available to be addressed until this time. In a lot of cases with the Page of Swords, we are going into interview mode, evaluation mode, even opportunities for promotions come through this energy here. So allow yourself to have those long, difficult, yes, sometimes conversations, because it's focusing on improvements. It's focusing on really kind of getting down to the nitty gritty. As we get onto your material shifts with work, your job, your finances, anything to do with your practical affairs, you do have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And I'm actually seeing a lot of you Taurus people finding that there is some kind of offer or opportunity to actually claim either a role or maybe some wealth or a new territory to tackle. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, the way it's being presented or the way it's being put forth for you is not very attractive, or it may even feel as though it would require you to lose something or give something up in order to get it. And I don't think that this necessarily has to be a guarantee that you make some big sacrifice, or, it's you kind of have a bittersweet week when it comes to feeling that wealth, feeling that security, but also at the same time feeling a loss for it. It doesn't have to go that way. I feel like with the Ace of Cups reversed, we're missing out on an opportunity if we're not careful to curate this, to correct this, to actually have our cake and eat it too. Remember the Page of Swords. This can actually be talked out. Even if something seems like it's almost perfect, but, for one or two factors, you might actually be able to completely correct that if you're willing to sit through the conversation and workshop it. As we get onto your community, your friends, your relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Three of Cups reversed. And I feel like a lot of you Taurus people are going to be finding that you're missing out it's a weird energy to see coming through here. It's almost as though a lot of you are feeling like hanging out in a certain group, a certain crowd, or maybe spending so much time with a certain side of your family is having you miss out on relationships that you feel and already know are more fulfilling. Because with the Three of Cups reversed, it does feel like a lot of you are getting kind of sick and tired of maybe just the policies or the way people carry on, the way people relate, the way people socialize. And it's okay to take your leave of, a community or a clique or, a part of your family that is actually doing that or actually bringing that around. Loyalty for its own sake without actually any intent or real love behind it isn't loyalty at all. It's just covetousness. It's just the desire to have something and feel a part of something and feel belongs. That's not good enough. You need to have more than that. You need to have something that's restorative. And the Three of Cups reversed is saying a lot of you are probably going to be really shaking up your social circles, and it may be something that you have to call attention to, because you might be noticing that, a lot of people are not treating each other very well. A lot of people are not great friends or not great family members, or as good as they could be. It does not mean that you have to start any drama, but the opportunity for improvement with that Page of Swords upright is there, however you do it. Your challenge this week is the Fool upright. And with the Fool, a lot of you Taurus people are actually going to be finding that this week is going to be dropping you into a lot of new territories and actually ask you to take a walk on the wild side and start sharing aspects of yourself that do make you show up as somebody that people that think they know you maybe need to get reacquainted with. Because I'm actually seeing with the Fool card upright, your challenge is presenting the true you in such a way that you actually show where people don't know you as well as they think that they do. Now, with that Venus and the Sun in your 12th house, it could be because you are taking a stance and having needs people don't know you have finally getting met, dreams, desires, and aspirations being pursued that people didn't know you had. And with the Fool, you've got to be okay with starting on a completely new page with everybody if you're going to have those needs met, especially if you are finding, well, with that Three of Cups reversed, you're not getting a lot of support for the real you anyway. And the Fool card upright means we're starting all over again in a lot of different ways, and maybe even attracting a lot of friends that we need to be able to get to know a little bit better because of the fact that they resonate with the real us better than people who don't, that we've just simply kept around. And that is a challenge with this new chapter in life because it's dropping you into foreign territory and you're going to feel uncomfortable, but it will be worth it. As we get on to your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Five of Cups in reverse. And once again, you've got recovery opportunities going on, especially when it comes to those of you single or available Tauruses out there who feel like there is something that maybe you missed out on doing, whether it was maybe an opportunity to see somebody. You know, you might find out that somebody that was once unavailable is available now. Or maybe it's about actually exploring a certain type of relationship or a certain relationship dynamic, or maybe even get with a certain type of person that we did not get a chance to work with before, or something that we kind of had to leave behind that really we wish we actually explored. It might not be with a familiar face. It may just be showing up in a new person. In fact, with the Five of Cups reversed, a lot of you who are also coupled are getting a chance to shake things up in your relationship by also bringing things back to the table for our family, our marriage, or our love lives, our romantic lives, by incorporating things that we had never tried in the past, that we had always wanted to, and even bringing things back on the table that we wish we never left behind. So that is what I've got for you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because you know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. And don't forget to check out the equinox video as well on my main channel page for a little bit more on what the energies are doing this week and beyond. Take care.